My name is Timothy.
Hi, my name is Itimi.
My name is Fikaya Durasimiati, and I was at Lagos Startup Week 2023.
Could you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
My name is Itimi. I'm a director of marketing at Smart Identity, Africa's leading identity verification and KYC provider. We serve 52 countries in Africa for KYC. I also host the show called Founders Connect, where I interview African operators and entrepreneurs.
Right. So, what has the experience been like working with a company and also interviewing founders and players within the African tech ecosystem, right? We get to interact with these people very often and basically tap into their minds, into the kind of stuff they're building within the ecosystem. What has the experience been like for you? What growth have you seen that is most exciting within the ecosystem?
What growth have I seen that's most exciting? I think everything. There are amazing people building amazing companies. Even here, I've met so many founders that I'm like, okay, I have to remember your products after now. So I think that's what's exciting. Like people knowing that because other people have done it, they too can also build. And that's why Founders Connect exists, right? Because you can see and sort of mirror somebody's path and say, hey, if this person can come from here and build this company, and I can do it as well. So I think that's the growth that is most exciting for me. The impact of what I do for me, I think it's just really interesting to sit down with someone on my couch and you kind of tell me their life story and go through it. There are lots of lessons to learn when you sit down and listen to people's stories. Like, we're not talking about fundraising, we're talking about you yourself. I think those stories are like really impactful because you really understand what it takes to kind of be the person that they are and the lessons that they've learned or the mistakes that they've made and how to actually avoid it. So really sitting down with founders, getting into their minds, I find it an honor. It's very exciting. I've done like 75 so far and I want to keep doing more because every single person is different. Every product is different, even if they're within the same nature industry. So that is exciting for me.
Being different and being diverse, so to speak. You're part of a panel session that I found it quite interesting because a lot of times you have panel sessions where it's everyone from the same space, within the same roles, but there's a bit of diversity there. You got to meet with people within the tech ecosystem, but not exactly doing what you're doing. What were some insightful moments for you from the session that really hit home there, taking home with you and like, this was great?
I think everything, like you rightly said, it was a very diverse panel. I was the only lady among 6 men, so that in itself was something interesting to take away. And that kind of makes me think about what the other female marketers are kind of doing and we need to give more visibility to that. But I think the one thing that I would take away aside that is the storytelling aspect. The panel was really about branding for growth and differentiation. And I think we hold on the fact that the one way to actually like really differentiate is to tell stories. To tell stories about your brand and then to also speak to your users. But also doing that way in a way that is very localized as well. I think those are the 3 key points I'm thinking like, storytelling is at the key of branding. But you can't do that without speaking to your users. And you can't really speak to your users well if you don't focus on localization and really figuring out what their culture says and the best way to connect with them. So yeah, it was a really interesting panel and that's what I'm taking away.
And is this your first time at Lagos Startup Week?
It is my first time at Lagos Startup Week, yes.
How would you describe your experience? What has it been like so far?
Oh, wow. It's been good. It is obviously Lagos Startup Week because from when me and my friend just walked in, we have met so many founders, right? People who are just, it's like, I'm building this. So it's really kind of great to see that if I wanted to meet a lot of startup founders, this is like an event to be here. The branding is also really nice. They have like really diverse sessions as well. So I think the experience has been good. I can see other things behind camera, but it's been good.
All right, thank you so much for speaking with us. We wish you the best with Founders Connect.
Thank you very much.